Now we looked at chapter 17, verse 18. One who has no sense shakes hands in a pledge and puts up security for a neighbor. What's that warning us about? Yeah, co-signing, right? Yep. Now keep something there and turn the page to chapter 19, verse 17. So it's warning us about co-signing, and then chapter 19, verse 17 says, "But whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them for what they have done." So in one place it kind of says, don't loan, don't put yourself on the line. In another place it says, put yourself on the line. So we've already seen that we are to care for the poor and generously use our resources to help those in need and those less fortunate. So what do you understand to be the dividing line between generously helping others and being foolish? How many of you have ever given to somebody, a beggar? How many of you have ever given to a beggar and did it with a bad attitude? I have. How does the Lord look at that? That's right, yeah. There's no blessing in that, is there? Well, I don't know that there is a hard, fast line between giving generously and sometimes being foolish in your giving. I think it lands in different places for different people, and that's all right. It's all right. I think it's something that if we are striving to live with open hands and to be generous people, I think it's something that you're going to wrestle with. Some of you know, for 8 years I was a police chaplain up in Rockford, Illinois, and we dealt with a lot of indigent people, and we dealt with a lot of people in need, and so on and so forth. And the sergeant over the chaplaincy, the police sergeant over the chaplaincy, Stu Nelson was his name. His attitude always was, God tells me to give. What they do with it, that's between them and the Lord. Whether or not I give it is between me and the Lord. And so if the chaplaincy had it, we gave it. We gave it. And I can remember several meetings, and I can remember being in several different churches with Stu. And man, that was a question a lot of people asked. Well, you just know if you give them that money, they're going to go down and they're going to buy booze with that, Yeah. And Stu would say, that's between them and the Lord. If they come to me and they say they are in need and they need food or they need this, and I've got it, I'm going to give it because that's my responsibility. Then if they turn around and they use that for something else, that's between them and God, he said. I don't know. That's where Stu came down on it. I don't know that that's where everybody has to come down on it. But yeah. No, I think that's the right attitude. The question is, I think the black, the white, and the gray comes in is, am I being a good steward? Am I being a good steward when I do this and not when I do this? And maybe when I do this, that's the decision making. That's the discernment. That's the praying it through. That's when you try and do the right thing.